This is Dominique Perez. This is lesson plan for week 7, and it's for contextualized vocabulary. And I chose 4th grade for my lesson plan, and it is August 17th of 2019. Hey guys, today we are going to be reading a story called Alaska Adventure. Can anybody guess what this entire story is going to be about? Yes, what is your guess? Okay, so your guess is that it might be about someone going to Alaska. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good guess. It says Alaska right in the title. So does anyone else have something to add on to that? Yeah, so it might be someone going to Alaska, but they're having an adventure. Or maybe, like you said, they live in Alaska, and then they're going to go on an adventure where they live. Yeah. So I think that's a great guess based off the title. You guys did a really good job analyzing that. And we are going to be focusing on some new vocabulary words within this different text right here. So we are going to have 4 focus vocabulary words that we really talk about and analyze and just go into a little more depth about, okay? So our first word is vista. And I'm going to go print that on the board. So that's the word vista. Can we say that word together? Let's say it together, vista. Good job, guys. What is the word that we're talking about? Yes, vista. Great job, guys. So we are going to really focus on this word, okay? And for my Spanish speakers, you guys may recognize this word because it's the same in your language, okay? So that's one super easy way to remember this word. So does anyone have a guess on what a vista is? Nobody? That's okay. I had no idea either, so I had to learn and figure that out as well. So a vista is a far away scenic place or a beautiful view from somewhere really high up, okay? And we'll see that in our reading, and we're going to talk about it in a little bit of a different way. So I'm going to say a sentence, and we're going to talk about the sentence. I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? So Jack climbed to the top of the hill and took a picture of the beautiful vista that stretched as far as he could see. He needed to climb to the top of the hill because a vista is seen from a high place. What could he see when he got to the top? Yeah, so he saw that beautiful vista. He saw that beautiful scenic area that he could see from the top of the hill. Good answer. So what does the word vista mean? Yes, exactly. It means that you go up to a really tall place and you can see a beautiful scenic view, okay? Good answer. We are going to play a fun little game with the word vista right now, okay? So I'm going to give you a sentence starter about a vista, and then you will finish the sentence, and I will write it on the board too. That way you can see it, okay? So your sentence is going to say, the vista stretched out as far as the horizon from where we stood on the blank. And you guys are going to fill in that blank, and you can even add an extra sentence or two to write the story. I'm going to write that on the board, and then I will come around and look at your guys' independent work and talk to you a little more, okay? So I'm going to go write that on the board. Okay, what are you writing about over here? Yeah, you're writing that your vista was on top of a mountain. Did you actually go to a mountain? Oh, you did. That's awesome. You should definitely share this out loud with some friends. What are you writing about? You're writing about that. Oh, so you wrote that a vista was by a lake. I have a question for you. Was that lake high up? No, it wasn't. Okay, so a vista, like we talked about, was somewhere very high up, okay? So I think maybe you should try writing a different sentence. One of my friends had written that they saw their vista from the top of the mountain, okay? So maybe you could try writing about a place high up that you've been maybe on a hike, maybe even in a car ride. Sometimes you can go higher in a car ride. Okay. All right. I could tell that you guys are having awesome ideas. And if you haven't finished, don't worry. We're going to work on this later, okay? But right now we need to move on to our next word. So our next word is the word coordinate. And we're going to say this word together, okay? Coordinate. Yes, good pronunciation, guys. You did awesome. So what's the word we're focusing on? Coordinate. Yes. Okay, so does anyone know what coordinate means or coordinate? Some people pronounce it differently. Yeah. So it's a little tricky, but when you coordinate a plan with someone, you take your schedules and you match it to someone else's. So you might have to coordinate a plan with your friends, okay? So my example of this is that I had to coordinate my work schedule with my husband's schedule so that we could take some time off and go on vacation to Hawaii. So what did I want to do? Yes, you guys are right. I totally wanted to go to Hawaii. So what did I have to do so I could make that happen? Yes, great idea. I did. I had to coordinate my work schedule with his schedule so that we could both go to Hawaii, okay? So what does coordinate mean? What do you guys think that means? Yes, so coordinating means that you're taking your plans or something and you're matching it to someone else's so that it works out together, okay? And our activity for this focus word is just a conversation. We're going to talk and we're going to have a discussion, okay? So when have you ever had to coordinate your plans with a friend? No one has any answers for me? Let me give you a little hint if you guys are struggling. If your friend wanted to have a birthday party on the same day as you, what would happen? Yeah, people might not be able to go to both birthdays, right? Because what if you have it at the same time or you have it even in the same place? That wouldn't work out. So you might have to coordinate your plans and your time of your birthday party so that you guys can have a party on the same day. Yeah, so now that we have an example, I want you to pair and share with your partner, okay? You're going to talk to your partner about your different ideas of how you can coordinate to a friend, and I'll come around, okay? All right, what is this group talking about here? Oh, you had to coordinate your mom's schedule with your grandma's schedule so that you could get dropped off at grandma's after school. Yes, that is a great idea. That is a great way to use the word coordinate. What does this group have? Where do they come from? Yes, so you had to coordinate your plans with your brother's plans so that you could have time on the TV. Okay, that makes complete sense. That's awesome, guys. Good work. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Yes, thank you for paying attention, guys. We are all done talking about that word. But we are going to talk about our next word. And our next focus word is the word interior. Let's say the word together, okay? Interior. What's the word? Yes, thank you guys for answering. It is interior. So the interior of a state is the central area away from the coast or the state line or the border. So some people might describe it as like the middle, okay? So we're going to talk about this in a different way. I'm going to use it in a sentence and then like normal, we're going to discuss it and kind of see what we're talking about. So Jake wanted to explore the interior of the state. So what did Jake want to do? Yes, he wanted to explore the interior of the state. You're right. So where did he have to travel to go explore the interior of the state? What did we just talk about? Yes, he had to travel away from the border, kind of in the middle of the state, right? So what do you think interior means? Yes, awesome definition, guys. I can tell you're really listening. This is awesome. So our activity for this is going to be describe our experiences with the word interior to our parent share partners, and we're going to talk about and describe a place that we would consider to be the interior of our state in Iowa, okay? So go ahead and talk with your partners, and I'm going to come around again and just listen in to your conversation. And then we will move on to our last and final word, okay, guys? All right. Yeah, so you thought that the interior was on the state border. Okay, so that's what you guys have been talking about. But you just realized that it's actually in the middle of the state. So that's awesome. You learned something new today and you corrected it. So what's kind of in the middle of our state? Yeah, so you think that the lake is, or that this city is. Yes, that's a great idea. That's awesome, guys. I can really all see that you're working hard, okay? But 3, 2, 1, we are going to move on to our last word, and our last word is route. Has anyone heard this word before? Yes, you've heard this word before, okay. A few people. Yeah, so route's a pretty common word, I think, but it can get a little tricky. So let's say the word together, okay? Route. Yes. So a route is the way you travel from one place to another. And I use the same route to get to school every single day, okay? And I'm sure that you guys probably do too, right? So I'm going to say a sentence and we're going to talk about it a little bit more. It says, Dad looked at the map and found the best route to take around the Alaska Peninsula. So what kind of things are shown on a map? Does anyone have any idea? I know you do. Yeah, so you can see roads on a map. What else? Yes, good point. You can see lakes and some different landforms. Yes. Yeah, so you can see specific streets and different areas. Yes. Those are all things found on a map, okay? So what did Dad use the map for? Yeah, he used the map to find the best route around the Alaska Peninsula. So what do you think route means? Yeah, so it might mean the way you take to something or the best way you take to something. So our activity for this is a little bit different, and it's going to be independent. Instead of working with your parents, share partners, or as a group, we're going to do this individually, okay? So I'm going to show you first. I'll show you on my mini whiteboard right here. I'm going to draw you a picture of the route that I take to school every day. So I'll just show you how to do it, and then I will come around and help you guys if you need help. Okay? So I typically go down the street by Burger King, so I might draw something to symbolize Burger King right here. And then I turn left, so I'm going to draw that I turn left, and then I go straight for 3 blocks, and then I turn right, and then here is the school, so I might draw the school where I end up. Yeah, so I will keep this up here. You guys can come around and look at it if you would like to, just to practice your own. And so once we're done making these, we will share them with our partner and talk about what route we chose. It doesn't have to be to school. It could be somewhere that you go very frequently, okay? Okay, so I'm going to come around and help you guys if you need it. So where did you draw your route to? Oh, you drew your route from your house to your grandma's house because you go there all the time. That's a good idea. Yeah, so your picture looks really great. I can't wait for you to share that. So what did you draw your route from? Where did you typically go? Yeah, so you drew yours from your dad's house to the park because you go to the park all the time. That's an awesome idea. I love that idea. Okay, guys, 3, 2, 1. I know you may not be finished, but we'll get some more time to work on these tomorrow and to share them, okay? So now that we've finished with our work with these words, we're going to read the text Alaska Adventures finally. And we are going to be seeing a ton of these vocabulary words right in our text, okay? So you guys will know what they mean, and you can even point them out when we go past them. So after you get done reading, we are going to put it away and begin working on our spelling. So you guys are going to read this independently first, and then you're going to put it away, and we're going to start working on our spelling. So we will discuss these vocab words more tomorrow, and we'll talk more in depth about the Alaska Adventure text, okay? So I'm going to select a few friends to come up here and read with me. So I need Alice, Manuel, Josie, Samuel, Annie, and Jose, okay? Oh, I also need Marissa. I'm sorry, Marissa, I didn't see your name there. So you're going to come up to my table, and we're going to read this together, okay? And we're going to talk about it a little bit. All right, thank you guys for being such great participants today. You guys were engaged and you were listening super well, and I'm so proud of you.